Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I hope this works. Where's my phone? Let me make sure you can hear me. I'm testing out my new mic. Got myself a new mic. So, hopefully I sound better. Let me go here. Refresh. Hopefully I sound better. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Hi, Arlene. How you doing, beautiful? Okay, so I'm gonna lower that. All right, so welcome to week 6 of our Bloom into Leadership group. I can't believe it's already been a month and a half since I started this group, and I need to learn how to turn off my, sorry for that loud noise, to turn off my notifications so you don't hear that beep, 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 beep sound. But hi and welcome. So I was thinking last week, like, what did I do that was the best action I took in my business to help my business grow when I first joined my company? And what always, or what, I don't know how to explain this. So, sorry, I need coffee. Ever just have an off day? I kind of feel like that's an off day. I'm good, working on my latest goal. Good job, beautiful. So I was thinking about, what did I do in the beginning? Because I've been with my business over a year now. And what did I do in the beginning to help bring the most results that helped create momentum in my business and build customers and build and recruit people to my team. And the one thing that I did that always gave me results was sending out samples. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're in direct sales and you have a consumable product, people want to try that product. The best way to get people to try the product now is to send out samples, because right now, at least here for me in California, restaurants are still closed. I can't go to Starbucks and meet people. The waiting area of Starbucks is closed, and I can't invite people to my house, and I can't go to their house. So if I can't get in front of people my old-fashioned way, then the other option I have, thank God, is to send samples. And luckily with my company, they have samples that I can purchase in my back office that I can send out to my customers and have them try the products. So when I look back at, the one action I took in my business that always brought me results was sending out samples to people. Yes, that is going to require a financial investment. Yes, you're going to get a lot of no's. Yes, you're going to get people that blow you off and use your samples and then block you or never message you again or say leave me alone and yell at you. Yeah, that stuff happens. But despite all that negativity that happens, I still get yeses and I still get recruits and I still get customers. So last week, before I decided to train on this, I was like, well, let me test it out again. I pretended that I was a new, that my business was brand new, and I went out there and I posted a selfie about my product. I picked one product in my product line for my business that I wanted to promote. I picked one product, did a post about that, put it on my social media, and I got people messaging me wanted to try samples. And so last week I sent 6 samples to people. 6 samples. And out of those 6 samples, I followed up with 2 of them so far. And one of them became a customer and purchased on my website, so she's the name in green. And another one joined my team and bought one of my product packs that my company offers. So it just proved again, sending samples works. So I thought, well, let's create a challenge for this, because when I looked back at all the people on my team and how I introduced them to the business and how I introduced them to the products, 90% of them I've sent samples to. Some people find me on social media, but most of them I did it the old-fashioned way, and I sent samples and followed up with them and built that strong relationship and got them to either purchase or join my team because of that. People like to try before they buy. They do. So, and this is a huge testament to success with that. So I created a handy little sheet here with 30 circles on it. And you can find this sheet in the file section of our group. Yes, samples work. Hi, Kathy! Yes, samples work, especially if you're in the cosmetics business. If you're in cosmetics, samples work. Choose something that you love to send to customers that you can talk about passionately. So for me, in the very beginning, I had sent samples of the CC cream in my company because I loved it. I had just purchased CC cream from Target from a brand that's similar, like no chemicals, paraben free, you know, all that stuff. And I tried it when I got home and I didn't like it. And I know I can return it at Target, but I was like, oh, I didn't have to go through all this process. So I just put it in my makeup drawer of makeup that I never use. Then my friend told me about this company that I'm currently with now, and they had a CC cream, and so I bought it. And when I bought it and I tried it, I loved it. And it was even cheaper than the one at Target. So because I loved that product so much, that's what I sent samples to people who were messaging me about wanting to try the products of the company I was with. So if you're gonna send samples, make sure it's something that you've tried, that you have results with, that you love. I'm gonna be talking a lot about cosmetics because that's the industry I'm in, so that's what I know a lot about. Do a before and after selfie picture. So before picture where you have no makeup on, and an after picture with just the product on, that one product. To show the difference in the coverage, to show the power of that product. And then say, oh my gosh, I love my, name your product. Don't call it my, 123 company product. Coin a name for it. So for me, it's the Holy Grail makeup. For this, when I sent out these samples, I called it my Holy Grail foundation. I didn't say anywhere in my post where it was, I didn't say anywhere in my post what company I was with. And I didn't say the name of the foundation. I just said, this is my Holy Grail foundation. My friend told me about this. I tried it. I loved it. It's comparable to the department store brand that I tried or that I used to use before. But every time I had to purchase it again, when I used it up, I would cry because it's so expensive. And this one is way more affordable and it just does the same thing. And I've told all my friends about it and now they're hooked.
Mom,
yes, baby?
today I did my poop soaping myself, so can I have a sticker?
You can after I finish this video.
I like your lipstick. It's pink.
Thank you, baby. Okay, mommy's working. I'll get you a sticker when I'm all done. So, what was I saying? So yeah, so if you're sending samples works. Send samples of products that you use and that you love. Let me scroll down so I can see if there's any questions. Samples work but are hit or miss for me. Yes, here's the truth about direct sales. You're a salesman or saleswoman. You're gonna get no's. That's the name of the game. You're gonna get no's. Your goal is to get comfortable with hearing the word no. That's your goal. Your goal is to get comfortable of accepting rejection because that's gonna happen. Happens to everyone. Even those top network marketing gurus hear the word no. I know this because I just had an interview with one of them yesterday, and he told me the same thing. You're gonna hear no's. That's part of the industry. That's part of the business. You're gonna hear no's. But your goal is to get comfortable hearing those no's and keep going until you hear that yes. Keep going until you hear that yes. And you will get a yes. Every time you hear a no, you are one step closer to a yes. So a good book to read to help you overcome this struggle on mindset of learning to accept hearing no's is Go for No. It's a book called Go for No or Go for the No. And no, I think it's Go for No. Disregard the first half of the book. The first half of the book is just like a story about the author, and that's not what made sense to me. But the second half of the book is where he actually tells you this is how you get used to hearing the word no. Kaylana, can you go in the living room, baby, and go play? Thank you, darling. So to help you, Arlene, with switching your mindset to being comfortable hearing the word no, go on Audible and download the Audible Go for No. And skip half the first half and then really pay attention to the second half and take notes. That's what I did. And practice makes perfect. The more that you put yourself out there, the more that you send samples and get used to hearing the word no's and just go, oh, got to go to the next person, I'm one step closer to getting to a yes, then it'll just become routine for you and it won't even be an issue anymore. But you got to get out there and put yourself out there. You got to try. You got to take action in your business. Action creates results. Action creates results. And I guarantee you that all those direct selling entrepreneurs that are at the top of their industry, their top of their business, or company, I should say, they've all failed. They've all heard tons of no's, but they still kept trying. They still kept going. They tweaked their pitch a little bit. They tweaked their verbiage a little bit until they got it perfect to where they were getting more and more yeses versus the no's. You just got to get out there and try. You got to get out there and do the work and see what happens so that you can tweak it and change it. So I find a sample bag when ordering is a hit. Yes, make it pretty. Oh, I just packaged it. I just made a samples pack for a person, and I just already packaged it up. I should have showed you. Know what? I can show you with the empties that I have. So, make it pretty. Since I'm in the beauty industry and I send samples out of cosmetics, these are the products I use to send out samples to make it pretty. So you go on Amazon and you can buy these vellum, I think they're called vellum, these little Ziploc bags. And they open like this. Yep, play a game with yourself of trying to get 100 no's. Yes, and that's what this sheet is for. Going back to the sheet. That's what this sheet is for. If you commit to sending out 30 samples to people in 30 days, by the end of that 30 days, I guarantee you your business will change for the better. I mean, I can't guarantee you what your results will be because everybody's different. It depends on how strong a relationship you build with your customers who you're sending the samples out to. But I can guarantee you one of those people will buy, and I can almost guarantee you at least one of those people will join, at least. Samples sell. Samples sell. So with this sheet, you can download it in our file section in this group. There's 30 circles. Every time you send a sample to someone, you fill in that person's name. And when you're following up with them, as you follow up with them after they get their packages, then if they purchase from you, I color it in green. And then I write down how much commission I made on that purchase. And if they join, then I color them in pink because I love the color pink. You know, make it fun for yourself. Make it a game. So this, great idea, Kathy, to make it a game. This is a great way to keep track of all the people you send your samples to, and also to keep track of who you have to follow up with, and also to see a visual of your results after the 30 days. Like, how cool would it to have this sheet full of green and pink circles? Not all of them are going to be green, not all of them are going to be pink. I bet you about a third of them will be, I don't even know if it's a third. But, you know, you'll have some green and pink dots in here, or whichever color scheme you choose. I used to work at Victoria's Secrets, and I learned a lot about how to be a good salesperson at Victoria's Secrets. I worked 6 years in retail at Victoria's Secrets, and I sold their beauty. I started out in the beauty department when they were selling brands like Vincent Longo and Anna Sui, and I think they even sold Tarte. I even think they sold Tarte makeup at that time. And so I learned a lot of how to be a good salesperson, to, show the features and the benefits. But what I also learned is that it's a numbers game. Why did I put 30 circles on here? Because it's a numbers game. The 30-10-3 rule. Out of every 30 people that you send samples to, 10 of those people will be interested, and 3 of them will either purchase, and 3 of them will purchase. That's just a numbers game. That's statistically proven time and time and time and time again. Out of 30 people that you send samples to, 10 of them will be interested, and 3 of them will buy. So that's why I did this game here. And if you just keep repeating this every month in your business, I guarantee you, you're going to create momentum like a snowball effect. It's going to be huge. But it takes commitment, and it takes you getting used to hearing the word no. When I worked at Victoria's Secrets, we used to have to sell credit cards. And so I'd have to go out onto the sales floor and talk to the customers shopping and get them to open up an account, a credit card account. And so when I would work there, the managers would always get excited when I got on the floor, like, oh my gosh, Kristen, we're down on our credit card applications. Can you go out there? And I'd go, sure. And I just knew it was a numbers game. So luckily I worked at a store that was really big and always had a lot of traffic. But I'd just go out there and I'd be excited and I'd smile and I'd share the features of the benefits of joining Victoria's Secret's credit card. I'd hear a lot of no's. They'd say, oh no, I'm not interested, or oh no, I already have it. Okay, and I'd go on to the next one, and then I'd go on to the next one. And by the end of half an hour or an hour, depending on how long they put me out on the floor for that time frame to do that, I would get like at least 2 or 3 new credit card applications, 2 or 3 in that short time. I was talking to a lot of people. That means I was talking to like 60 to 90 people average to purchase the credit card, or to actually join a credit card application, whatever, to fill out the form. So I know it works. I know it works because I've been trained on it, I've implemented it, and I've also done it in my direct sales business here too. 30-10-3. Out of 30 people that we send samples to, 10 people will be interested and 3 people will buy. I thought we couldn't make our own samples. Just make sure you're following your company's guidelines. We can, for the company that I'm with, we can make our own samples as long as we make sure that they're clean. You use clean standards. So wear gloves when you make your samples. Make sure they're in containers that are airtight, and I'll show you what I use. So here's the package I send my samples to. It's nice and pretty and shiny. It's airtight, it's Ziploc. So you open it here, and it's got a little zipper right here. You could hear it. I bet you could even hear it when it Ziplocs. See? Airtight. Here's the container. It's a 3 milliliter jar. And I put the product in there. Seal it up. I would have gloves on when I do this. And then I'll write the name of the product on there, or the shade of the product. Put a piece of tape right there to keep it sealed so that when it's in the mail and it's wiggling, that this lid doesn't come off. Put a piece of tape there. And you could get gloves, gosh, anywhere now with our current situation. Yeah, they're everywhere. Just wear gloves. And then I put it in here. Actually, presentation is key too. You want to look professional. Make sure that she can see the lid and what shade it is. And then I put a little spatula with my business card in there, just like that. Seal it, put it in with a catalog, or if your company doesn't have catalogs, put it in with a flyer of some sort, a professional flyer of some sort, preferably that your company has created themselves. Why use your company's paper materials, because your company has invested in creating these gorgeous printed materials for you to put out there to the masses and get customers and recruits. Use what your company provides for you. Purchase those printed materials because they've already invested in getting the, great photos and the great graphics, and all the information is on there. Use those printed materials that your company offers and send them with your samples. So for me, since I'm in the cosmetics industry, I send a catalog with my samples every time I send a catalog. And I know it raises the cost of you sending samples, but those catalogs are gorgeous, especially for women. If you're in the cosmetics industry, women love to look at catalogs. I mean, just use yourself as an example. Every time you get a catalog in the mail, what do? Oh my gosh, you stop and you look at it, or you go sit down on the couch and you drink your wine or your coffee and you go through the pages and you look at it. It's old school, but women love to look at catalogs. So if you're in the cosmetics industry and you're sending samples, make sure to send a catalog. I always send a catalog with my samples. Thank you for the example. You're welcome, love. Hi, Daisy. Thank you. So, again, in this group, in the file section, there's a sheet called 30 Names in 30 Days. So every time you send a sample to your person, you're going to fill out this circle, a circle with her name on it, or his name. And then, as you follow up with these people, after you send out the samples, you're going to follow up. Every time that person purchases on your website, color them in green and write down how much commission you made. Then, if someone joins you and joins your team, color them in a different color and write down, what level they came in on at, like what product pack did they buy. And then at the end of your 30 days, look at your sheet, and I guarantee you it's going to be colorful, and I guarantee you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I made, XYZ in commission. I added, 5 people to my team. Like, this is an old school technique, but it works. It works, and it makes you feel so proud of yourself when you look at that sheet when you're all done after 30 days, and you're like, holy cow, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I stuck to it, and I kept going, even though I got, 15 no's. Like, this sheet at the end of the month for me might have 15 no's. It might have 20 no's. It might have 25 no's. But out of those 25 no's, did I get a new recruit? I sure did. Did I get a new customer? I sure did. Did I have those before I started this? Nope. Nope. And what was the difference? I took action and got the product on people's faces. And right now, the best way to do that in our current situation, globally, is to send samples. And you can do this with weight loss. You can do this with, like shakes, send samples of your shake. Nails, send samples of your nail strips. What other companies are out there that you can send samples of? It's not going to work for Pampered Chef. I'll have to think about that and see how you would use this for Pampered Chef. That's difficult. It works best for products that are consumable and products that products that are consumable. This technique works best for products that are consumable, that people use, they run out of, and they have to purchase more. So, I hope that is helpful for you today. Go out there, take action in your business, commit to doing 30 names in 30 days. 30 names in 30 days. Oh, you know what? I can show you the post that I did before I go. I'll show you the post I did on my profile that I did. I have to exit out of here to get people messaging me about samples. Everybody's messaging me. I need to turn off my notifications. I need to figure that out. Okay, so I'm going to my profile. I have to scroll down a bit because it was last week. Okay, so here's the selfie I did. It's not the best selfie of me. It's really not. Not the best selfie, but it's a true selfie. There's no filter, That's me with my makeup on. And I put a story. This is my story. So I put, my friend told me about this foundation that was comparable to my department store brand that I love, but cry every time I run out because it's so expensive. I was skeptical to try it because I have been burnt before with foundations that have big promises and don't cover my redness and they fall off my face. That's true. I have rosacea, I have acne scars, and I have oily skin. So cream, or like those not Pata, but those foundations that are in tins, those usually fall off my face because I have oily skin. But they have great coverage too. But since this foundation was so affordable, I gave it a try, and oh my gosh, I love it. Every time I wear it, people give me compliments on how my skin looks. It's seriously my secret to get that flawless look. I don't use anything else now because I'm hooked, which is true. Once I found this foundation, I haven't used anything else. I love it. It's my holy grail foundation. Since then, I have shared this foundation with my friends, and now they are all hooked. If you are looking for my holy grail, or if you are looking for that holy grail foundation that gives you that flawless look and lasts all day, then comment below and I can send you samples. So that's what I put. Now, why did I do a long post like that? Sorry, my voice is going out. Here's how to do a really good post. Oh, my battery's low. Never a dull moment. Okay. How to do a really good post. You're going to tell a story with your post. Your story has to have a couple parts. You have to have a problem that is common to people, like who's your audience and what is their problem. My audience is people with skin. Their problem is they want their skin to look flawless. That's their problem. They want flawless skin. And then you're going to share how you found this product, your product, and it solved your problem, and it can solve their problem too. That's how you create a good post. Also, coin a term for your product. Like if it's weight loss, it could be like your miracle shake or your weight loss wonder, or like for mine, it was Holy Grail Foundation. When I used to sell coffee, it was my happy powder. So think of like a way to coin your product, create a name for that, like a hashtag, and then use that in your post. So, because that's how you create curiosity, and then it creates excitement and newness. And so when people see that, they're like, oh my gosh, what is she using? Okay, I want that too. I gotta message her. So if I would have said, hey, it's with my ABC company and it's my 123 product, they would have been like, oh, let me go Google that. Oh, it's on Amazon. Boop, order it on Amazon and not come to me. You want to make sure that you're creating curiosity on your personal page and not giving out what company you're with and not giving out the name of the product, because people are going to Google it and they're going to go to Amazon and they're going to go buy it. So you want to create curiosity, you want to be excited, you want to show how your results with the products so that people message you to get more information. The whole goal is to get relationships, and the only way to do that is to, well, there's many ways to do it, but the best way to do that is with curiosity posts. So, but that's another training that I did a couple weeks back. So if you need help with curiosity posts, hashtag on this video curiosity posts, and I'll tag you in that video so you can get more training on that. But so your challenge this week is to print this out and commit to 30 days of sending out samples of your product. Pick a product. Some people are with companies that have multiple products. Pick a product, send that out to people, and then follow up with them. Follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. If you're going to be investing in samples, you want to follow up. Don't forget about them. It's bad customer service. And then when you forget about them, it's highly unlikely they're going to purchase because they don't feel special. So make sure you follow up so they feel special. And then you'll see lots of greens and lots of pinks on your sheet. And if you keep repeating this every month, I guarantee you're going to see more pinks and more greens. Every month, you'll probably get a little bit better, because every month you're going to get better yourself. You're going to learn how to tweak your pitch. You're going to learn how to give better customer service. And you're going to keep growing your team. And you're going to get new customers. So, it's an old school technique, but it works and it's awesome. So, this is in the file section of our group, the 30 days to 30 names in 30 days. Every time you send a sample to someone, write their name on here. If they purchase on your website, color it in green and write down how much money you made. If they join your team, color it in a different color and write down what level they came in at. And then at the end of the month, give yourself a pat on the back. At the end of the month, take a shot of alcohol of your choice. Congratulate yourself. Go drink that martini. Go get a margarita because you worked your butt off and you took action in your business. And because of that, it grew. Your business grew and you proved to yourself that you are your own Wonder Woman. Have a great day, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help you. And have a fantastic Tuesday.